Hey everybody, Jeff again with Chief Classics, and today we're working on this beautiful 1959 Ford F-600 straight truck. I know what you're thinking. Another straight truck, why would you do that? Well, don't tell anybody, but these things are dirt cheap and they are excellent engine donors. This thing has a 292 Y block, which honestly is one of the, as far as I'm concerned, one of the best sounding engines. You know, I'm not a Ford guy necessarily. I like them, I just don't have a lot of them, but I think that the Y block and the flathead are the two best sounding engines in existence. I love the old school burbling sound to them. So let's get the camera turned around and see what this thing's made out of. Sorry about the wind noise. I bought this pickup from a guy that I know in the next town north of me, and he bought it from presumably the son of the original owner, south of me a little bit. So story is, it sat in the corn crib for about 30 years. You know, they just parked it. These things get to a point where they're just not used very often anymore. You know, we're going to grain trailers and bigger trucks, and being able to haul, you know, 300-400 bushels just is not a big deal anymore. So safe to assume it had a repaint at some point. I think that's the original color we got poking out right there. We got potentially, what do we got? We might have one-piece wheels up front. Are these tubed or tubeless? I don't know, doesn't really matter. It's a high miler. Oh, what does this say? Goodyear tire. I don't know. Yep, there we are, F-600. Custom cab, whatever that means. I just love these knee knocker cabs here, and the slanted profile of the doors, they just look aggressive. So these trucks are commonly referred to as fridges, refrigerators. I assume because of, you know, the kind of the squared off shape of them, but they just ooze cool. First thing that caught my eye about this bumper, it says Cornhusker on it. How cool is that? Oh, so I wonder if that was the dealer, because that's not stamped, that's raised. That used to be a sticker. Okay. This expanded metal is too cool as well. And the electric air horns were definitely a selling point. So you bet your bottom dollar we're gonna try to get them things to work. How roached are these? These tires aren't great. They really aren't good. 6-lug though, not Dayton wheels. Are the 6-lugs considered Bud wheels? I'm not sure. We got Buds front and back. Somebody learned the hard way. We got a couple new studs that say L on them, so we got left-handed threads on the driver's side. What do we have here? We got a box. What's in the box? It's probably for tire chains or something like that. Ooh, what's in there? Mouse nest? Yeah, about it. Okay. So we've got a 300 bushel Omaha Standard dump box. We got twin cylinders on the outside. The stock racks for it are in the back of that pickup. So as of right now, it's just set up to haul grain. Here's our chute. What do we got back there besides coon turds? We have a semblance of a floor left and some sticks and some junk tires. How great. You can see the chains that tie the bed sides together, keep them from splitting apart when it's full. Some sort of hitch mechanism. Interesting. Okay, so this plate says 79. Why do we got two plates? Unless this one is, that might be structural. I don't remember what year the black plates were in Nebraska. We just got a 16-ton tag. Check out those sick Ford taillights. Isn't that killer? Where'd the mud flap come from? Better Monkey Grip Company, Dallas, Texas. Nothing cool. Oh yeah, the boxes kind of had it. These bed irons aren't all that whippy. Ick. Still have paint down there though. State Farm Insurance, nice. Cornhusker AAA, wow. I love these old lights, the old chicken chasers on these things. So when you're hauling livestock, you can flip these dongers sideways, pop out these metal strips, so you got more air getting to them. Yeah, these tires are junk too, so that's good. Great. Ooh, we got a step. That seems fairly strong. Couple general grabbers. What size are you? Those don't look awful. 15s? Big 15s. Boy, we could put those on something. Not much else going on back here. We gotta figure out how to get all the stock racks and junk into the back of this thing. That's gonna be a back breaker. Can we get this back chute out easily? This guy. We're gonna figure out how to get him out. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm gonna get those racks in there. The wood's not awful. It's not great. This door is not the worst door I've ever seen. We got some kinkage going on up front. We got the big old West Coast mirrors. Yeah, get it. We got an antenna on the roof, and we had a big old whip antenna right here, but somebody peeled that off. Oh, how stinky are you gonna be? Yeah, not looking good. It's rank. Oh my god, it smells like Everclear. That door's kind of caved. Yeah, the body's a little worse for the wear. Not good. The inside's pretty though. We got a 4-gear. We got a 4-gear. We got a, that might be is that an electric 2-speed? That feels like wiring, not vacuum, so that's cool. Yeah, electric 2-speed. Switch is stuck. Great. This was really strange. We have a International Harvester tractor radio screwed to the cab. Hope that works. I wonder where our wiring for our horns is, because that's totally necessary. What we got going on up here? This cool piece of advertising. Koenike oil. Cedar Bluffs, yeah, that's where the cars, or that's where the truck's from. Baumgart's battery, that's nice. What does this say? What were we hauling that day? Farmers Union Co-op, Cedar Bluffs. Bear with me, bear with me. Oh, it's just crumbling, that sucks. Cavan. Bushels. Anywhere from 186 bushels, that's pretty low. 344 though, boy, we had this thing laden. Moist corn. Moist on every load. Oh, that's pretty cool. Sweet. Oh no, that looks like door hinge. No good. Oh, sick, check this out. A new light. Gosh, that's killer. Napa, huh? Okay. Even has the gasket in there. Wonder if these were the last plates then. 2000. Those don't look like they ever got mounted. No, there's no witness marks. So they bought plates for it and then they quit. No comment. Unused front plates. What's this? That's hood structure. Great. Here's our lug wrench. Okay, there's the bar for it then. That's cool. That might have to be our hood prop rod. I'm told that the hood doesn't stay up on its own. I don't understand having the little heater down here, because we've got, well, okay, I think I understand. We got medium and high heat, and then we've got our defrost, or just our regular heat, and then we've got a fan switch up here on the dash. We got all kinds of goofy stuff going on. And then here's our radio. Check this out. I thought it was a clock when I first got it, but no, it is in fact a radio. Oh, did we smoke? We probably didn't because we couldn't get it open. Oh, there's got to be goodies in here. Hose. Lug. Cigarette lighter. We got some trinkets. Lots of poop. Lots of trinkets too. Some square-headed bolts and junk like that. You know, old farmer stuff. We got our e-brake, and then that should be our PTO. Yeah. Lights, left air, right air. Hope our horn works. Too bad our ring's broken. This steering is lollered out. There's your two-speed rear end instructions. That's handy. We're totally gonna need that. Oh, how did I almost miss this even? Where are we facing? This thinks we're facing west, so it's only off by about 90 degrees. I think we found about everything in here. Clutch pedal moves some, but it doesn't. That all just feels like free play. I think we're gonna be starting this thing in gear again. Brake pedal goes to the floor naturally. Accelerator, it's free. That's good. Can we get behind the seat? No, we can't because it's just a gas tank. Any other goodies in here? Not really. All right, let's get under the hood. Thankfully, the wind's helping to keep the hood open. 1991, we had some maintenance done. About here. April 8th, 97, possibly? Not bad. Oh, geez. Yeah, that hood's gonna plumb take off on us. So we've got a brake and a clutch, or a clutch and a brake master. We have the dreaded hydrovac below the cam. Ooh my, that is a wicked manifold brake. Oh, that's gonna make some racket. Yeah, that thing's junk. That's fine. For what we're doing, it doesn't matter. Got the ever reliant Holley 4-barrel with all of the nice governor accoutrements on it. Look at all the extra stuff it has going on each side. Thing's pretty busy, but hey, at least it's a Holley. Radiator's dry. Awesome. Boy, this engine is fuzzy. Oil. Looks like we got a GM alternator. We got a chance at it charging there. It's overfull. That could have just been from its ride yesterday though. We got a nice big battery box, so that's good for us. Ooh yeah, Ford starter solenoid. We're gonna be spoiled with that. Of course, we bought the only Ford that has the distributor way in the back, and it's super difficult to get to. But at any rate, let's get the oil bath ripped off of here. The guy that I got it from said that he made just the ever slightest attempt at getting it running, so that explains the new brass fittings there. I think he said he hooked an electric pump up to it, but then found out it didn't have spark, and he stopped there. Okay. Yeah, looks nice and familiar, doesn't it? First thing, Let's make sure it spins. Oh, doesn't, it's tight. Yeah, he said it turns over with the key. So let's take plugs out and give them some lube. So I don't know what the firing order is considered on these things, but we got the plugs out, I got the wires off, got them numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it's opposite. Here's 5, 6, 7, 8. Either way, I'm gonna understand how to put the plug wires back on. We gotta do a little bit of spark plug rebuilding. These are, especially that one. That one's completely closed with junk. Looks like oil foul, to go figure. What are these? Champions. Okay. So, let's work on that. We got our fogging oil. Let's give this poor thing a drink. See how far we can get our spaghetti straw up in there. As far as you can. You want to get the whole piston saturated. Do that to everyone. All right, we got the winch battery in place. I think this thing's out of gear. Are these the upside down keys? Of course. Look at all the pretty lights we have already. Okay, it's spinning. Cool. Boy, these things are ugly. All right, scratched up enough so that we can get some contact. Do that to every one of them. Check it out, brand newish. There's at least enough shiny on there to make contact, so we'll shove the plugs in, put the wires back on, and then we'll take a look inside that distributor. Oh, it's old school. It's got bail clips on it. Yeah. I don't even think that the wires are too terribly mangled. My gosh, this wind up here is just relentless. Our rotor isn't bad. We'll just touch that guy up with the drill and we're gonna call it brand new. Get our cap off. Good, normal looking points and condenser. Oh, that won't be too terrible to get to. Okay, so we gotta get it to where we're on the high spot. We're just gonna go on the offensive and replace these points and condenser if I can get the dang screws out. Oh my gosh, these things are in there for life. I bent my screwdriver. Son of a gun. These are peculiar. I've never dealt with points that had nuts on them before. Huh. Okay, come on out of there, buddies. There we go. Alright, there's our old condenser. Try to get our points out without breaking anything and without losing any screws. We're not going to find those if we drop them up here. Oh, thank God for magnetic screwdrivers. The wind is not helping our case today. Okay. old points. How do you look compared to the new ones? Identical. Gently now. Where's the adjustment? Them being slotted is the adjustment. Huh, that's nice. Yeah, that's it. Okay, well, we'll get the screws snug. Not tight, but snug, and then we'll run them in there. Gosh, HEI was the best thing that's ever happened to ignition. What do you think the spec is supposed to be on these points? 19 thousandths? I'm guessing so. It might not be spec, but I'm sure that they're probably gonna run at least. Gosh, that top one's hard to get started, boys. So there's our 19, might be more like 20, but we're close. All right, I don't think our wire is long enough on our new condenser, not quite. Ooh, trying to keep all this crap together. I think it went like that, I don't know. Okay. Get you on, and you. Alright, our cap is down. Let's clean up you. Brand newish. Okay. Rotor's on. Put our cap back without messing anything up, pulling any wires off. There we go. This is going to take some two-handed wrestling. Oh geez, we got spark. Where's the key on? Is it on? Oh, it's off. Odd. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hook the battery so we don't turn or burn the points up. Let's prime our carburetor. Alright, we got a jug of our 40-to-1 two-stroke gas, chainsaw fuel. Fill you up. It's leaking out the bottom, so I'd say we're full. Give it a good healthy drink down the carb. Alright, and contact. Oh, I don't have my distributor quite tight. We got spark down there though. Okay, let me figure this out. I don't know if it was enough, but this hose right here going to the distributor was loose, so that could have been a vacuum leak. Wishful thinking, probably. Yeah, I gotta figure out why that cap's walking. I bent the little tang on the rotor up, thinking maybe it was squashed down. I can't get that thing to even pop. Well, let's take a valve cover or two off and see what lies underneath. All right, let's watch our rockers, make sure everything's moving. Absolutely everything is moving. Okay, what else are we missing? We're getting something. We're hitting. After much screwing around, new cap, new rotor, we weren't getting spark to every plug, so figured it was in the cap or the rotor. Replaced those. The cap's not walking around anymore. Put the old points back in because the new points lost spark. Now we have spark again after we filed the old points, which we should have just done in the first place. But, you know, what do you do? And of course now it's going to start with the old points. This is almost sickening. I almost don't want to do this anymore. Let me put the camera down. I'll run the throttle and then we'll try it. Come on, starter. I know it's going to leak most of it out, but we'll at least give it a chance here. Oh man. Okay. It runs. This carb's not going to fly because that accelerator pump is shot, therefore that bowl won't hold any fuel. So what do we need to do to adapt this other carb? Not a lot, I don't think. Okay, I'm gonna work on taking this carb off, get right back to it then. Oh wow, this one's leaking too. Well, maybe it'll at least hold fuel longer than the other one did. All right, let's go. Maybe they're both junk. Try to drip feed them. throttle too? I don't want to. I'm not good at multitasking. Poor starter. About out. Yeah, this thing needs a rebuild. Well, we got that much done. I'm feeling either brave or stupid. I want to see what happens when I hook the electric fuel pump up to that. Little brake. What am I even doing here? Okay, it runs, not great. It's got a huge fuel leak, but we can work with this. We can work with it all right. All right, I'm gonna find a new accelerator pump. We'll get back to it. So I forgot that I had a ollie kit with accelerator pumps in it. So we'll get this old cover taken off, and we're just gonna jam a new pump into our old carb and hope that the needle and seat and everything is free. Wish in one hand and poop in the other, I guess. Yeah, check out all this rubber material off our broken diaphragm. See if I can get that peeled off. Ew. Okay, so it went like that. Take this out. Yummy. So we need a pretty short one. I think that's about as short as it gets, eh? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna spray the spring off and we'll shove it back together. Alrighty, it's showtime. We got our radiator filled up. Got our original carb put back on with the new accelerator pump in it. I chose to use the original so that all throttle linkage would work, because that's what we were kind of fighting. It wouldn't have worked right with that other carburetor. Let's try priming this fuel system. See if it holds fuel. We're sucking fuel out of our gallon jug, and no, we got a leak. We got lots of leaks. We got stuck needle and seat is what we got. See that geyser we had coming out of there? Oh, bummer, dude. What a giant waste of fuel. What was our leak from over here? Either that crossover tube or this fitting. Well, might be using that other carburetor after all. Shoot, I think that we will. All right, well, I'll take this carb off, take that new accelerator pump out, and we'll put that other carb back on. Okay, other carb's back on, so we can assume that this engine's significantly flooded from the last carburetor, so let's just try firing up without running the fuel pump. Good sign. Let's give it some fuel pump. Small fire. So it's not firing. The fires while cranking, but not after cranking. Oh, maybe help if you have the key on, Jeffrey. There we go. That's better. Oh, fuel pump. Hey, we got an idle out of him. think it's out of that port back here. I don't know. I could be full of it, but it sounded like it was coming from back there. Doesn't want to idle for much. Okay, I'm gonna try to just bottle feed it for a little bit. It didn't seem to like that. What do you like, huh? Oh, fuel pump probably would be nice. Yeah, I think we pumped him dry. Am I out of fuel? I don't know if I'm actually squirting or not. Can't tell. I'm gonna put this cap back on before I get a geyser in my face. Come on, little buddy. I just want to hear what this thing sounds like. Oh, that's not hooked up. I forgot. Maybe let's figure out a way to creatively get the fuel line off the exhaust manifold quick. We'll just loop it around the battery. 'Cause you want battery cables right next to fuel line. No, you don't. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, that was my fault. Big old vacuum leak on the carb. Okay, that. Now you should run, huh? Boy, that's only as hard as you make it. Okay. Come on, little buddy. You're doing so good. Just a little bit of blow by. That's yeah, that's a lot. Get it to go into gear. Oh, they ain't exactly running like a Swiss watch. And we ain't exactly got free clutch. Come on, buddy! Break free! What's behind me? Anything? I think we do what we did with the last one and started in gear. Lots of smoke. Yeah, we got nothing for clutch, so here's first. We're moving. No, not very well, but we're moving. Either this thing is geared super low or we are losing clutch. I think it's just geared that low. We're probably, oh, we're on the low side of the rear end, that's why. Yeah, our 2-speed is stuck. Oh man, that pedal there is no give to him. Going round. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to shut this sucker off so that I can get it turned around. Oh, I can get it pulled out of gear. We gotta adjust our West Coast mirrors. That one's gotta go out. Stay running, little buddy. Probably not that far. That's a mirror that we really need. All right, don't hit the red Dodge. Or the black Chevy for that matter. Dodge. All right, how about our PTO? Oh, stuck. All right, let's address our PTO situation. All right, so just like with the last truck, our PTO cable is stuck. It's just, you know, frozen, rusty. If we wanted to, we could spray the whole sucker with some kind of penetrant. Let it sit for a week, it might come back around. Or go into the old truck here, and you see where that wire goes right there to this lever. That is our PTO, so we need to get that arm to go towards the back of the truck. So we gotta loosen that little tiny square bolt there, and then we should be able to jockey our cable around. There we go. Okay. Of course, we got this burning hot exhaust pipe directly in our way. Pull this back. Hot. Okay, I think that's as far back as it goes. So the PTO should be engaged now, so we can go start it, and the PTO should be running. And it's not. Watch it. There we go, now we're running. So as long as this engine doesn't bog down, we should be able to raise the box. There we go. How neat is that, huh? Go unload some grain now. This thing holds 300 bushels in case anybody's looking to hire out. Freaking cool. It died. It's probably out of fuel, honestly. Yeah, so then you just hold the lever the other direction to get it to release. There you go. Sit back down, little buddy. Oh man, almost made it. Oh shit. All right, pals. Okay, there's the slave cylinders back. Here, this guy. That is the slave cylinder that's supposed to activate our clutch, so I don't know if that's stuck. I don't know if it's the clutch that's stuck, but we're gonna try freeing up what's easiest to get to. And that's the clutch. Here's the arm coming off the throwout bearing. So I've got my lug wrench rod in here and we're just gonna reef on it. Ooh. It's snowing. Watch me knock my teeth out. Okay. So our clutch is relatively free. Oh, okay. Clutch moves. So it's probably our slave cylinder is not moving. Yes. Probably. So what are we actually moving here? Oh no, it's not our slave, it's our clutch master cylinder that is not moving. I forgot. So it is the outboard one. So yeah, we've got a clutch master. That's probably what's stuck. That's what we can't push. And the easiest way that I know how to fix one of these is by kicking with your strong foot, not breaking your ankle. Both feet. Yeah, our clutch master is stuck. There it goes. Come on, little buddy. Return, will ya? Nope. Nope, it will not return. We probably just blew a line out or something. Nope, lines are still intact. Yeah, it just won't return. Let's see if there's some kind of... There's no kind of action that we can get on it from in here. Yeah, so all our pedal did was bottom out the push rod inside the master, which our clutch probably still isn't engaged. I would be highly suspicious if it was. Yeah, this sucker hasn't moved a bit. Yeah, so our clutch system is not healthy, and we can assume that our brake system is in the same condition. Dang it, I really don't like hydraulic clutches, especially on these old trucks. This stuff is impossible to get a hold of. Especially these suckers. This is the Hydrovac. This is like your power brake booster on these things. These cost an incredible amount to get rebuilt. a lot of money to get rebuilt. And unfortunately, it's just not worth it with this old gal, at least to me, because I'm not gonna keep this thing. I bought it to get running again. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to at least bring an engine back from the dead and show that something could potentially be useful to somebody. But I'm not in love with these fridge Fords, so I'm not gonna keep it. I'm glad that the transmission works. I'm glad that it marginally runs. I mean, we've got old plugs in there and a carburetor of unknown origin and old plug wires. So I'm sure that with a tune-up it would be a lot happier. But it's just an old tired truck. So I think this is where we're gonna end it. As much as I would absolutely love to get this thing running and driving, I'm gonna have at least probably 150, 200 bucks into trying to get the clutch to work. And then the brakes, holy cow, those hydrovacs, that would be probably 400 bucks to get rebuilt. Plus I need a master, plus we need all the lines and the wheel cylinders, and all that stuff comes pretty dearly. So hate to say it, but this is where we're gonna leave it at. Thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. I know these old straight trucks aren't terribly popular, but I'm just in love with the things. You can get, like Buddy Shane said, you can get a nice one for 1,500 bucks. This one was not nice. This one was not 1,500 bucks. Thanks again for watching. If we got any luck, you'll see more of these.